What's up everybody, my name is Chris and today I want to talk to you about headphones which I'm wearing right now, which I think are almost perfect for live streaming as well as remote call situations where you don't want to have a big set of headphones sitting on your head just like this. Now you can work like this of course, however it might be distracting and it might not be fitting for the environment that you are in. Of course, another alternative would also be to use something like AirPods. And yep, they are a nice accessory, but also kind of intrusive. Now, one thing I have to mention before we jump into this is that this solution is dependent on you using an external microphone. Like, for example, a microphone like this, the Shure Beta 57A or the ATR 2100 or something similar, which is a USB microphone solution. Right now you're hearing me through the Octava MK012, and that of course is recorded into the Zoom F6 and then synchronized with the video that I'm recording here. Now, why is this important? And that's because the set of headphones which I'm wearing right now does not include any type of microphone. These are just headphones. They are in-ear headphones which have a memory wire and they can be fixed to your back. And that actually looks like this. As you can see, I have the wire which goes down to my neck and there's a little bit of a holder thingy actually, and that actually is really cool. Now I have found some little thing here, and that is that sometimes one of the wires or both of these wires might actually show up because it is not not heavy enough in terms of how it is being pulled down. And if I adjust and then not move all too much, then that problem goes away completely. But what I really like about the solution is that these headphones are barely visible and there's nothing huge around my head like it is when I wear these on a show. Now these in-ear headphones are from MEE Audio. They are the sports version M6 in-ear sports headphones with memory wire. And if you want to see that right there, these are the headphones which I am wearing right now. They are, as I mentioned, in-ear, so they are going into the ear like so. And the cool thing is that they have the wire going above the ear and then back to your neck. And this way, you don't have the wires anywhere in the front dangling around or stuff like that. Now for me, I have a bit of an extension cord coming out of my desk right here, which essentially goes behind the desk and then goes into the computer, which I'm using here on the streaming desk. And with that, I of course have enough room to move around. This also gives me the benefit that if I want to, for example, stand up, I can do that by pulling the wire out a little more because it's about 3 meters long, but it also means that, for example, I can simply just unplug right here, and this way I am completely disconnected from the desk and I can walk away. So that is one really good benefit there. Of course, it's also good that these are cable bound because this way I don't have to worry about any batteries going empty at all. That is something that I have experienced with Bluetooth a lot, especially with a couple years old Apple AirPods. Those are really prone to going empty relatively quickly. And they also come with the issue that sometimes the pairing is kind of finicky. And in the beginning, I was really blown away by these because when you just exchange one or take one out of your ear and put it back in the charging case, wait about 10 minutes and then put one back in, you can charge the other one. It worked like wonderful when you use it with your iPhone. And of course, I don't know about the newer versions of these AirPods. Those might be different in that regard. But it doesn't change the fact that they have batteries, so do these Bose QC35. So both of these are prone to the problem that if you are in a longer conversation, those batteries might go empty. Now for me, I don't want that. I want a solution that is completely reliable and I can go on for hours and hours. And that is something that this type of wired solution gives me. Now something that I found really cool about these ME Audio is that they sound pretty decent. Of course, they're nowhere near anywhere from like professional audio equipment because the price, and that's the other reason why I really like these, is absolutely attainable. I think these cost like 20 bucks or so, and of course these are one of the cheaper solutions out there, and you might want to even reach for the like $50 version, which is the M6 Pro, I think. something like that. So that might be another alternative for you if you want to look into these types of headphones and not just get the absolute cheapest ones. But something else that I also found really cool is that you actually get a bit of a carrying case with this set of headphones, and in there you will also find the different adapters for your ears so that you can basically make them fit to your ear, so you have a nice seal if you want that, or you have a comfortable hearing and also wearing experience. Now for myself, I like to just have one of these in my ear and just have the other one kind of dangling around. This way the sound is a little bit more natural, specifically when I speak myself, because that is something with this type of in-ear headphone set that your own voice tends to sound a little bit changed if you speak with those on. The same thing is not necessarily true for the Bose QC, for example. When I use those with noise cancelling and via Bluetooth, then I don't have that experience as much. It sounds rather natural to me. So that's something to be aware of. The other thing is that this way, when I just have one in, it also leaves me open to kind of like get surrounding sounds as well, which might be interesting for you, might be important for you, depending on your use case. For me, I prefer to wear just one, and that also gives me the opportunity to change it out sometime in between if my ear, for example, gets fatigued from wearing this earpiece. But the great thing is you have both earpieces. This is not a single set where you can just use one. You have both available and you can choose which one you want to wear at any given time, or if you want to have the stereo experience. Now I really like the fact that they also have this little clip here in the back, and I actually made a little bit of an adjustment right there, because normally this clip would be placed right, where is it? So this is the second earpiece, and normally the clip is right there. So it is at a relatively low point for the use that I wanted it for. And that is that I want this to be clipped to the back right there, and clipping it to the t-shirt right there. And then when I pull this back as well, this actually pulls the cable relatively nicely. Now, if I were to have this clip right there where it was normally placed, and I put it right there, then you can see, let's see if I can get that effect. Then the cable right here is relatively long and constantly showing on screen, and I did not want that. So that's why I kind of placed the cable tie or the clip a little higher so that I can actually pull this down in a way so that I actually have the cable as short as possible. Now, you're never going to get this perfectly straight. You're never going to be completely invisible. There's like no cable whatsoever if you are wearing it. But I really enjoy the fact that this is almost transparent. It is relatively thin, not really obnoxious in any kind of way. It's not sticking out of your ear. The piece inside of your ear is also pretty well hidden. And overall, I like how they look. I like how they work, and what kind of solution they provide to the problem that I was having. Now, if you're interested in checking these out, these are again the Mi Audio M6 in-ear sports headphones, and I will link to those as well as the little more pro version, which have a detachable cable as well. And I will link, of course, to Amazon and other places if I find them in the links down below. Now, if you have any questions around this topic specifically, or feedback or ideas for other topics, and of course also other products I might be interested to check out, then you can of course leave a comment in the comment section down below. If this video was helpful or interesting in any kind of way, I would appreciate a thumbs up. That always helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And with all that said, I hope you have an amazing day. Make your live stream a little better with an in-ear piece so that nobody knows that you're actually listening to something, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao!